What's going on, y'all? It's your boy DJ Richie Skye, and we are back in the building. And of course, we got to talk some reality TV news. So, we are talking Portia and Dennis. What is going on with them? How did they pop back up on our radar? We got to talk about Kandi's clap back to to Phaedra Parks, and we got to talk about some interesting Nene Leakes news. So, go on ahead and get your cup of coffee, get your mug, whatever you need, okay? Because we about to get into this thing. But before we do that, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button, join the texting community, and be sure to visit emirin.com and get your 40% off CMOS capsules with the code Laquan. Okay. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and stage dive into what we got to talk about today. Portia and Dennis are back in the news. But why? Why, you ask? Why? Well, according to our friends over at Urban Bell Mag, who happened to pick up this piece of information from the Twitter, okay, from the Twitter, and this comes to us from RHOAT on Twitter, so be sure to follow them as well, says Dennis feels like Portia's Family Matters should no longer air. Why? Because Dennis McKinley tweeted and said, "Hey, Bravo TV, we don't need no more reruns of Portia's Family Matters." Crossing fingers, heart emoji. So, why do you think that he feels like Portia's Family Matters should never air again? I have to wonder. Okay. Um, Quite possibly because he realizes that the show did not portray the family nor Portia in the best light. And it shone a spotlight on how negative the relationship with he and Portia had gotten. So, to be quite honest with you, I don't know that I would want that show to air either overall if I'm looking out for the health and well-being and the sort of like, mental stability and of my family and the just all that. It would be hurtful to continue to have that replay as a reminder of everything that we happened to see when that show was airing. And I wonder what this means for his participation in a potential season 2. Or do you guys even think that there would be a season 2 after what we witnessed with the first iteration of the series? And with rumors that the season had been cut down like about 2 episodes, I believe. I'm wondering what you guys feel about this whole situation. And do you guys think that he's right to say, listen, we don't want no more of that Bravo TV. Let the mouse go. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Um, it's interesting because I think, as most of us can probably agree, that Portia's Family Matters, while it was definitely riveting television for me, it didn't necessarily shine the most positive spotlight on Portia. I think it happened to show some of the sides of her that we had never really seen on reality TV before, but perhaps had potentially heard about. And to be quite honest with you, I prefer the really, fun and lighthearted Portia that we saw on Real Housewives of Atlanta to the person that we actually saw on her spinoff, because she seemed, I don't know, just different. Okay. With that being said, let's move on to our next duo. Okay. As you guys may recall, Phaedra Parks was on the Wendy Williams show without Wendy Williams. And she told Michael Rappaport, when asked about, her relationship with Kandi, she says, Kandi is a great businesswoman, but I mean, I'm over here yachting in Dubai. I will leave those Atlanta girls on the Titanic. Okay. So it was a little bit of buttery sweetness with a little bit of salty shade thrown in the mix. Well, Kandi Burruss is now clapping back on her Amazon Live show. And here is just a little taste of what she had to say, thanks to our friends over at the Jasmine brand, who happened to catch a bit of the live.
You know what? It was kind of funny because I feel like it was a compliment and a shade at the same time. Like one time, at the one moment, Phaedra said, "Oh, Kandi is a very good businesswoman." And then she said something about the show and how she being a friend of the show in Dubai. riding in yachts, and that we she leaving us on a sinking ship.
You notice how Kandi mentioned you were a friend to she was a friend to the show in Dubai. I mean, that was a little light shade right there, Kandi. That was a little light shade right there. But we caught it. We caught it.
It's okay. It's okay. She's a professional shade queen, and I don't even take nothing personal. I don't even care. You know what I mean? It's like I don't care. It's all good. I'm happy that she's happy in her life, honey. And whoever is liking the post with somebody shading me, I don't even care about that. Have you ever?
So she goes on to ask about, has she ever really, paid it? Has anybody out there ever liked a post shading somebody but didn't really realize that the post was shading them? It's just because they liked the person that posted the post. And then she talks about how sometimes she will see some people liking those types of posts where she's being shaded. And she was like, I see you. But she also says she's learned to turn those negative statements and negative things that people have said about her into positive dividends. And they will keep seeing her on the television screen because she has plenty more projects in the works for them to be mad about. Okay. And so that is how you give the classy clap back. And I know some of you guys will ask, well, why is she even talking about it? Well, I think it's probably because somebody asked her about it, most likely on her live. So, I mean, I think at that point, when some shade is thrown, I mean, it's okay to respond to a little bit of shade that's being thrown. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat down below. Okay. Now, we got to talk about Nene Leakes. Okay. Miss Nene Leakes, and shout out to one of the Sky Squad members for pointing this out to me. So, according to Realtor.com, Nene Leakes is selling her posh Atlanta apartment for a cool $2.5 million. Okay. Now, the article states that she's stepping away, and this is according to Realtor.com. The link will be placed in the description down below. She's going to be selling her Atlanta apartment, and she apparently purchased it for 1.85 million in November 2021. So less than a year later, it's back on the market with a price increase. So that could be a good little chunk of change that she could make from the sale of this apartment. Now, it is part of the 5-star Waldorf Astoria hotel and comes with souped up security and a 4-car garage. And it states that the gated townhouse is just one of 3, is set apart from the hotel, and it is accessed through a courtyard and a gated entrance. Don't be trying to roll up on Nene or nothing like that, okay? Now, it's 4-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom. It is a villa that spans 4,045 square feet and offers high ceilings, hardwood floors, and 3 levels of living space. I mean, listen, let's just go through the photos alone, okay? I mean, look at this living space right here. I mean, it just looks immaculate. And Nene has always had great taste when it comes to decor and design. So to me, this looks exactly like what I would picture her to live in based on what we have seen of her previous place. So we have, the dining area right here that looks also exquisite. You guys can see we have an amazing looking kitchen where everything is just kind of like hidden and out of sight behind all of this great cabinetry right here with some awesome finishes. In the bathroom, OMG. I love a tub that is right next to a window so that you can just gaze out upon the world, okay? Especially at night when the city is all lit up. Can you imagine just soaking in that bathtub? And y'all know I like a good bathtub soak, okay? If you've been keeping up with me on my other channel, you will know that. So the bathroom looks amazing. And this closet, baby, yes. I would be listen, we know she was not letting the people in her last closet because she felt like, don't nobody be going up in my closet when I don't give you no permission to. But listen, this is a closet worth sneaking and creeping up into, okay? Because it's got a lot of space, a lot of shoe racks. I mean, the design is just gorgeous. And then you have this outside seating area as well. Now, the cool thing about this whole situation is she would stand to make a little chunk of change, okay, if she sells this, which, I mean, come on now, like, uh, It is amazing. Apparently, the amenities include 24/7 concierge service, an enclosed saltwater pool, a full spa, a fitness center, and a five-star restaurant. And it is in walking distance to Buckhead shops and restaurants. Now, this quick flip is said to come after she sold her mansion in Duluth for 2.65 million this January. Man, she making some moves. What do you guys think that Nene's next move is going to be? Do you think she's going to continue to stay in Atlanta? Or do you think I've always wondered why she never moved to LA? But you know, I can sort of, if she's filming Real Housewives of Atlanta, but and then obviously, Greg was there, and then the family was there, so maybe that's possibly why she never made the permanent move to LA. But I could see Nene doing half the year in LA or something like that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Where do you think the next best location for Nene Leakes is? Tell us down in the chatterization down below because we will definitely be keeping our eyes peeled. With that being said, guys, that is the news that we have for you guys today. Make sure you guys keep it locked to the channel, and we will catch you guys in the next video.